Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Tuesday. Space. 11. Gun. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Come on now. Let's go. Let's fly two.
Wentz to throw on second down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Go.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20. Wentz going to throw. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hurts over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
82, 82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So out come the Falcons now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops it off for Coleman. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get up! Gun, gun, gun! Hey, gun, gun!
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Hardy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run here with Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Gun, gun. 11, 12.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Black. And we're good. We're good.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback to deflect. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Ryan will throw again. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. A reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
20. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with a jive. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Let's go. 21.
On second down, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This is Freeman on first and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On third down, it's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's incomplete. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, That one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Ryan. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Again, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
To throw is Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Get up.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
12, 20, 20. Let's go.
Ryan to throw. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?